All right, another morning Monday. Yes, hopefully this time without a scuff over here. Let's go. Well, we're about to find out. Okay, it's gonna be fine. The reason Big Five, why you are the only one there, is because for some freaking reason the stream itself was unlisted. How did you even see it if it was unlisted? That's what I'm asking out here. Like, I don't know. I know it was unlisted because I copied everything from the previous stream, and the previous stream is unlisted because it only went for like 15 minutes. So, yeah, that did happen there, but I don't know. It is what it is. But yeah. So, when to use procedures or events? Yeah, we had that last time, and that was the last thing I wasn't able to answer in the in the last stream. I don't know if there's anything like a procedure when it comes to modding. Like, I don't know what that means. Like, it's not a keyword that I'm aware of when it comes to modding. Or, oh, Compete and Craft says it. I think a procedure is a thing that happens in M Creator. Whoop, whoop. We have an M Creator person here. Whoop, whoop. Alert, alert. Where's my police outfit? No. Like, that's fine, but like a procedure is not a thing. That's I think that's a M Creator specific thing actually. And not really a thing that happens or exists in there. Yeah, hello. Click the link from the Discord announcement. Ah, very smart. See, some people in here are very smart. Okay, let me see. Yeah, I used M Creator when I moved from coding. I saw a folder called procedures. Really interesting. Huh. I wasn't aware of that. I am giga hyped. I'm so hoping to get an official modding API. Well, we're gonna see. No more fabric. Listen, this is not true, okay? Also, this is not correct, okay? It's not like there's no more of that. When M Creator 7 TV emote. Oh, pretty good. Just finished your Forge tutorials the other week and then realized I probably should have done NeoForge. Ah, you know, it's fine. Arch, hello. Yeah, listen, okay? Like the title says, we'll be talking about some pretty crazy things, okay? Like, we're cooking out here. We're cooking, okay? Like, I don't know what the frick is happening on the level of Minecraft, but something's happening. What does the Game Jam game look like? I haven't been here in a long time. Sadly, it was so low priority that we basically just stopped it. I will show, you know what? This is actually a really good, there's a couple of things we want to do, okay? Let me just sort of lay out the rough plan that I have for today, okay? Thank God for explaining the obfuscated stuff. So many people don't understand it. Yeah, I'm also going to make a short out of it. Hopefully tomorrow or Wednesday, that's going to come out. And then hopefully Wednesday or Thursday, also a little bit of a long form video on it. Just to sort of set the record straight. But yeah, I'll explain it in a little bit. There's so many things. Okay. The first thing is so first of all, we're going to go through the, it's a short segment on the Healthy Gamer Game Jam, because the winners have actually been announced. Like, that it's done. I didn't take part in it anymore because I didn't take part in it at all because it was just so low priority. The streaming just didn't quite work out the way that I intended to, so it's fine. That's okay. So that's number one. So we're going to look at the first and the second place. And for those who have seen me make my game, you're gonna say, wait a second, this is very similar to your idea. It is, because, I mean, it just makes sense, right? It just makes sense that the ideas are very similar. Anyway, when I look at that, Then I'm gonna show you that my shorts apparently have sort of gone a little bit out into the ether, like outside of the community. I'm gonna show this. I'm gonna show you like 2 or 3 comments on some of the recent shorts. I find them hilarious. I find them really funny, and yeah, we'll look at those as well. And then we're gonna go into what the removing of the obfuscation means, what that like is gonna do, what that has to do, and yeah, what implications this might have, and also of course the ultimate end to what the obfuscation is gonna do, which we all know my favorite word to say. Java Marketplace, baby! You know it, I know it, everyone freaking knows it. Yep, that's it. So those are basically the things that we have right now, and yeah, and then we'll see whether or not I still have some idea or interest to actually open IntelliJ. I really wanted to do it last time, but yeah, we had some technical difficulties, I guess. And then we'll see. And then we'll see what that's gonna do. What game did you make? I can actually show it as well. Let's just start with that, actually. Let's just start with that. Why not? Let's see. I just have to. This is here. There you go. Let me just start it, and I'm gonna show you the stuff that I've made. Like I said, we had it at such a low priority that it just wasn't something that we wanted to pursue anymore. So it sort of just got left behind, which is fine. Listen, no. Don't ever, like, when you have a project and you're like, listen, it's not the highest priority, don't view it as a failure of yourself that you didn't do that, right? Like, that's the biggest thing. You can shift your mind from, hey, like I failed in this, quote unquote, to the project was a failure. Huge step, okay? Because it doesn't have to reflect on you or your being or your character or anything, right? Sometimes things just come up. It's fine. It's gonna be good even if they left it. I don't know if it's like good, but like it's very work in progress, right? Like that's the thing. It's very work in progress. So it's very work in progress. Okay, listen. So in general, the idea of the game jam. Let me actually show you the idea of the game jam. So the idea of the game jam was as follows. It was the Healthy Gamer game jam, right? And what we did is the theme was basically like your game should follow a theme of either time dilation, project hopping, or nonlinear thought. That's sort of the idea. And when it comes to the judging criteria, there's creativity, obviously, impact, engagement, theme, playability, fun, execution, and completion. Okay, that's the rough thing. So this is what we had. So the idea was that we wanted to make a sort of card play game. So this was sort of your view, and you can play one of those cards, right? So you draw cards, you could play it, and when you play it, you would enter into a mini game that always contains a small bug. Okay, so in this case, you can see I can actually touch those. So this is like a Flappy Bird sort of thing, but I can touch the things. The bugs, quote unquote, that are in there are all they're all deliberate, right? So they're deliberately in there in order to sort of say, oh, you know, you didn't quite finish this. So each time you play a card, you play a mini game, right? And we had a couple of mini games done. So that, implemented-ish. So that was one of them. The other one was this one, which I actually really like, because this also had a bit of a thing. So you can do this. You can take these on, right? You can move those, and you can see there's a couple of, no, wait a second. There you go. So you can stack the boxes over here, right? And that would have been one of the tasks. There's no fail state right now, but something like that, right? So this was the crane game. I think this is really cool. We also had a very basic ball and bricks. I don't know what the bug in the crane game was, or we didn't implement one yet. This one is an interesting bug. So you can obviously launch the ball, but you can continue to launch it. So you can see that you can just continue to give it upwards momentum. At some point, it might also. This was the bug here. I really like that one. And then the space shooter, I don't even think that we only implemented the shooting, which actually slowed the game down for some reason. So where's my guy? Okay, for some reason let's move down the camera. Okay. So my guy. Oh, okay, interesting. So this slowed the game down for some reason, and we couldn't quite figure out why. Even though I actually it was just weird stuff. But yeah, so as you can see, very much not a lot. Okay, we also had a suitcase sorting game. I never even finished that. It is what it is. But basically, that was the idea. The idea was hey, we have different cards we can play, and depending on the cards, you have to give up stamina and things like that. That was sort of the idea. And now I will show you the first place finish with almost every single thing being rank 1, which, by the way, this is such a good game. Like, it's so damn good. I am unbelievable, right? I'm unbelievable. Let's see. So, this is Ruby's Resolve. And the first thing you'll see is that also card, obviously, this makes total sense that this is a similar concept, okay? Like, people have similar ideas, right? If you think that I'm insinuating anything of, like, stolen ideas, zero, okay? Zero. Don't even start with this. Obviously, this is a very straightforward idea to think about. But basically, what you have here is, and also this concept is much different than from what we had. So basically, you have a hours, right? So basically, you spend hours, and then you can grind on things. Like, you grind on a work, not in a sus way, okay? You freaks. But you can see I can add 2 progress to a project. So for example, I can make a mug out of clay, and then I can do this again for over 6, and if I finish a project, I get another card added to my deck. So for example, Strong Star over here, I like this one. We can also spend a Sleep Deprivation card, because that then gets removed from our deck. So we end this, and then we have 5 stress. So the next day, we get 5 stress added over here. I could touch grass to reduce my stress. I'm actually not going to do that because I want to show something. Strong Star, we can, so for example, hey, let's learn this. Then we get a blue card over here, which is a different one, right? Transform a non-obstacle card, double the progress required for a project, or permanently reduce a card's cost by 1. I like that. That's really good. And then let's just grind on this for here. Then we can end it. And what we're going to see is when the stress goes up to 10, as it will right now, we're going to get a negative card over here. So you can see addiction on draw. We have to reduce our hours by 3. Oh boy. The game, I think it's really freaking good. I think it's really cool. Then we go to the second game, and you're going to see it's like very similar. If we take like the idea that I had. Oh, my eyes. Look at my eyes. I have to double check my camera setting over here. What is this craziness, man? Green screen. Oh, there's no way that this is going to work. Let's see. Oh, there's a little out. Can we change the... Let me just mute side for just a second. So this is a similar idea, right? So the sun is so bright. You can see like the setup right here, and then our setup right here. It's a similar idea, right? Once again, it makes sense that people have similar ideas in this case, right? Like it's just it's sensible. Basically, we can go into the tasks here, and we can say, hey, I want to do, let's say, wash the dishes. And what was one of the things that I had? Hey, I can wash the dishes now. So I take this and I do this. And it's literally it's like sort of the thing that I also had as an idea. And then there's a notification. I'd rather just, do something else. And then you can do something else. You can just doom it. And then you doom scroll over here, and that way that, you get like, I don't even know how does this work. I actually literally didn't read it. But anyway, that's the idea, right? So it's a similar idea, but still, I think that's really cool. Like, I think that the games are really, really freaking cool. And yeah. There you go. That's the Healthy Gamer Game Jam sort of post-mortem in a sense, where we didn't actually finish this thing, which is, like I said, it's totally fine. Like, that's not an issue. I'm not too bothered about that. It's fine. That's why how close it is. I think it's pretty crazy that the first and second game are also kind of like a very, sort of similar idea. At the end of the day, this is also an incredibly important concept for you to think about. Like, ideas are worth 0, okay? Ideas are never worth anything, okay? Don't get me wrong. There are good ideas. But an idea in and of itself is not worth it. Reason is, if there's no execution behind an idea, then it's worth nothing. Okay, so that's why usually when like people are like, oh, I can't tell anyone about my idea. Now, you still shouldn't go around and being like, this is my idea, this is my idea, this is my idea, please steal it. Obviously, that's also not smart, but very few people are gonna ever do anything, right? Like, it's just the case. And also, at the end of the day, imagine this, okay? If someone... Like, if you throw out an idea that you are like, oh my god, this is such a good idea, right? And then someone does like 1,000 hours of work on that idea, they kind of deserve to use the idea, you know what I mean? So, yeah, ideas are never like a thing. Yeah, but that's sort of the thing. Okay, next point of order, okay? The next point of order is the following. I have, listen, this is crazy stuff, okay? So there's 2 shorts. Wait a second, this is so funny. This is really just beyond
Accompany me to glory or doom.
This is crazy to me. Guitonier, thank you for the follow on Twitch. Thank you. So the first one is this, okay? So I had a short, right? Now, none of those went viral, right? But like, I don't know, it just had like 6,000 views or something. So like pretty good, right? Overall, pretty good. And I'm just gonna play like the beginning of it, and then I'm gonna show you something about the other thing. So certification. Does my master's in computer science count? Right. So do you have any Java certification? Right. And then does my master's in computer science count? So like a funny thing. It's like, oh, do you have a Java certification? I'm like, does my master's in computer science count? Genuinely it was supposed to be like a joke, you know, and then it's like, yeah, I laughed. Genuinely asking, by the way. Right, so it's like, it's obviously not the same, but it's related, right? Because also to just sort of like give my experience, I actually learned Java during my master's or my bachelor in computer science. Anyway, that was the thing. And then, you know, it's like he voted the question, he must not have a Java certification. In my opinion, this is a joke. Then you got like, hey, you're gonna make a obfuscation video? Yes, I will. It's like, I want to start coding. So just like questions. And then you get this guy. That's so funny to me. I just can't believe this. That's not a flex. All you did was pay for a piece of paper that says, I know what you think, what I think I know. However, that does not mean that you know is any more than the average person. What? I'm like, brother, more than the average person? That's reaching in my opinion, because like the average person doesn't even know that Java and JavaScript aren't the same thing, okay? That's in my opinion. Now, to be fair, it being a flex or just a piece of paper, like you can think about that. Genuinely, I think this is one of those moments with like a self-taught versus university-taught sort of complexes again. I've encountered this once before, where I was talking about, you know, me studying computer science and making a master's and stuff like that. And then someone being like, oh, this is why you going thousands of dollars in debt just to study something that you don't even need to study. And I was just like, brother, the fuck are you even talking about, right? And he's like, oh, your entire master's thesis is completely worthless. I'm like, brother, I know that it's not like worthless in that sense. I just don't get it. But regardless though, there's some sort of complex, okay? Where like people who are self-taught and university taught people are somehow at odds with each other. I literally don't understand it, okay? If you're insecure because you didn't go to university, then don't take it out on other people. At the same time, if you're self-taught or if you're university taught and you look down on self-taught people, fuck you too. Like the fuck is wrong with you? It's stupid, right? It's just insecurities over and over again. Next one, I find this one pretty crazy too. Let me just, where am I? Wait. Let me just move. Whoa! I'm gonna move above it. So there you go. Oh, there's a bit of, that's okay. So the other one here is, cool, you are into comp-sci, but if you do not have a Java certification, then no, you are not a Java expert. Annoying to be like, well, I don't know, you tell me, I've got a huge price of education I find impressive. It makes me think that you are baiting for likes. You can be very knowledgeable about Java without certifications as well, but using unrelated price of education or degree to relate having a certification you don't have is shitty. I went through and got plus networking, blah, 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 everything. Do I know everything about computers? Hell no, they aren't even related. I'm just like, what is going on over here? Oh, this is what I was literally in the way. Well, anyway, but you know, I read it, right? So I read it. I think that's fine. I'm just like, what is going on here, right? And then the comments are, I'm like, who are you arguing against? It's like, well, the title is, am I a Java and do I have a certification and does my master's count? I just don't get it. It's snobby and egotistical, apparently. It's snobby and egotistical. Guys, apparently I'm pirate software out here. I don't know what to tell you. I genuinely don't know. I stopped responding at that point because I was like, you know what? It's literally, number one, I don't even claim to be a Java expert. I genuinely don't think I ever have. Yeah, the title is, am I a Java expert? Ever heard about the concept of a compelling title or clickbait? Oh, I know, it's pretty crazy. You know, it's just the title of a video. Or if someone wants me to spell it out, I don't think I'm a Java expert, okay? I actually think I could learn a lot more about Java, okay? I genuinely think that that's the case. What I do believe I am is I'm capable of learning everything in Java if I wanted or needed to. And that's a totally different thing, in my opinion, right? Also, what the fuck is an expert anyway? Like, I mean, there's probably a definition for it, but it seems a bit nebulous, right? It's like, what is a Java expert? Are you an expert once you have a certification? I don't think so. I also would never say that I know everything about computers. I am dog shit when it comes to anything like doing networking. Holy, don't even get me started. If you throw an IP address at me, if it's not localhost, I'm going insane, okay? I don't know.
Accompany
I barely
me
know
to
anything
glory
about that,
or doom.
because I'm not interested in that stuff. And that's okay. You don't have to know everything. Like, it's a very crazy thing, but like, you don't actually have to know everything. So I don't know. I don't know what the issue for some people is, but it's just crazy. What I will say is I would maybe consider myself a like Minecraft modding expert. Maybe we can go there, right? Maybe we can. I don't have a certification in it, but maybe I can go there. But at the end of the day, I just don't know. It's just, to me, it's kind of crazy. But yeah. Nah, you know, like UDP, TCP. I know it, but that's about it. Like, I don't know. Like, I wouldn't be able to implement it. I mean, I would have to look everything up. I mean, like, one of them is like for like lossless, and one of them is like not lossless, right? Connection. Listen, networking is just not my thing, okay? It's just the case. Like, I just don't know what else to tell you. Okay, that's just, it is what it is. But regardless, there you go. This was one of them. And now we're getting to the second one. And the second one, in my opinion, is even funnier. So basically over here, I had, so here I show the book. There it is. Marcus Aurelius, right? I still got it literally here. Boom, right? Marcus Aurelius Meditations. Super awesome book. I really like it. And I read like 2 passages out of it, right? And then this guy says, this guy never read the book, LOL. He randomly picked 2 of the most normal, least crazy entries in the book and pretended it's like it's mind-blowing wisdom. Genuinely pathetic to anyone who's read the book. Does he think we're all mental midgets? First of all, who the fuck writes a comment like that? I'm sorry, my man. I'm sorry you're hurting, but like, that's crazy to me. And I said, I'm sorry you felt the way that you think that I picked some normal or least crazy. In my experience, the most common sense things are usually the things that people need to hear the most. I have read the book twice over and recently found that those were the passages most applicable to me and my life. I think that's fair. If some others struck to you, I'm happy to hear which ones. I will say though, you should try and follow Aurelius' advice and be one, a good man. He says, stop arguing what a good man is.
Allies have arrived. Rejoice!
Instead of using this quite condescending tone over here, otherwise, if you're having a bad day, not to worry, my man, but try not to take it out on others. Okay? That's what I wrote over here as a comment, and I think that that's a good response. I don't get it. Like, what the fuck is going on, man? I mean, I know that the shorts are going to be attracting, like, weird other people, but, like, Jesus Christ. First of all, also, we get Joey Komma, thank you for the follow on Twitch as well. Thank you. Sorry for taking a second. And then Ben Law with the raid. Thank you for the raid. Hello, raiders. But yeah, crazy stuff. But yeah, I don't know. Like, it's a very strange one. But this is about to happen. Like, this is bound to happen when shorts go outside of the like core audience, obviously, right? But it's just kind of crazy to me. I don't know. Wasn't last week supposed to be about networking? Well, while you are correct, it's not about networking in Minecraft. I mean, just networking in the context of computers, right? So anything that has to do with setting up IPs and doing a reverse proxy. Holy shit! Get that stuff away from me, okay? I don't want to deal with any of it. Okay, I don't want to deal with any of it. There you go. That's it. Proxy chaining. Yeah. Don't get me wrong. Yeah, anything that with servers. I barely listen. It's not a thing, okay? It's not a thing. Subnet, Jesus. I could probably, if I'm interested in it, sit down and like try to like understand everything, but I just don't. I don't feel the need to, and I don't want to. What is a reverse proxy? Exactly, Arch. Exactly. That's the thing. That's exactly the issue. Regardless, though, that's so that was the shorts, very fun stuff that people are like, I don't know. It's just it's very funny to me that people are going crazy here sometimes, but it is what it is. It's fine. But yeah, regardless, does Mojang hate modders? I don't think so. Why don't you recommend modding on versions newer than 121.1? Ah, that's a good question. So the reason is that there are an incredible amount of changes between the versions. So basically, right now, the tutorials that I have are specifically for 121.1. So if you want to, so if you want to do that, wait, wait, I'm gonna. So if you want to do anything with the newer versions, then the issue is that you're basically gonna have to like sort of pick and choose and find some the updates, and the updates are enormous. There's so many different changes. You basically can't go through the tutorials, and also a lot of big mods are all still on 121.1. So that's sort of one of the sort of big reasons. Also, Yarutaro wrote, "Good day, legendary pirate sufferer. I'm so happy I finally found your channel. Happy birthday." I don't even know what's going on at this point, but okay. Isn't he actually online, by the way, too? I think he's live. He is live. Okay, well, there you go. These commenters in your shorts take Minecraft modding so seriously. I think they take a lot of things too seriously. I'm gonna be real. But it's fine, man. Like, do not worry about that. It's like water off a duck's back, okay? It's fine. I think it's totally okay. At the end of the day, most of the time, and this is just the truth that you can really think about this, it's like, when someone, like, attacks you and or, like, when someone attacks you or drags you down, there's two things, right? If they drag you down, that means they are beneath you already, because otherwise you can't drag someone down. That's number one. And number two, you should always go in with empathy for this, okay? Because, like, I would say 99.9% of the time,
accompany me to glory
people
or
who
doom.
like lash out in a way, they disparage you, they are ugly to you. The reason they are doing that is because they're hurting inside, right? That's usually the case, right? And what I found so far in my experience is that most people just have a bad day, right? You can have a bad day. But yeah. Lunderishare, thank you for the follow as well on Twitch. Thank you. But yeah, what's opinion on micro opening at source code? I will talk about that in just a second, okay? I will talk about that in just a second. But yeah. That's sort of one of the things. I think you as a teacher for Minecraft modding guru, I think to learn from you. Listen, I mean, I'm just sort of, I think a lot of the stuff has been, specifically also the shorts, I think they have been a little bit more holistic, right? In sort of what I'm just talking about. Like I did one on graph theory just the other day, right? Like the short on graph theory. I don't know if it's interesting or useful to anyone, but like I think it's kind of fun, right? Have you seen Affinity making all their products free? What do you mean? What do you mean all of the products are free? Like, I don't understand what do you mean? Like Affinity Studio stuff? No shot. Wait, is everything just free now? What do you mean? The heck? What? Okay, well, I might have to look into that then. That's really good. What the frick? Affinity really is free. You can use every tool in Pixel, Vector, and Layout Studios. Plus, you have... Holy shaboli. If you're on the Canva plan, you also unlock AI tools. Holy moly. Okay, I have to look at that. All free in one package. Holy damn. Okay, that's huge, brother. That's huge. I was thinking about like trying this out because a spoiler alert, I will most likely switch out of I'll switch out from Adobe soon, okay? Completely. This one over here, Affinity, right? So basically, you get like all three tools, which is the Pixel, Vector, and Layout, all for free. What the heck? Yo, that's crazy. I've switched to DaVinci Resolve already, so that's a thing. Adobe is gonna sweat. As they should, man. As they should. Can we make our own mobs? Well, you definitely can. I think I have a tutorial on that too. I'm pretty sure. Does it run on Linux? I don't think so. I don't know. I don't know. I couldn't tell you. DaVinci Resolve is the best crap ever. Or the best shit ever, sorry. There's actually a different... It's interesting, right? If you replace the shit there with crap, it doesn't work, right? Because... Yeah. Is there a clause in the private that they sell your data for AI training? Listen, I'm gonna be real. Just for the fact that it's free, it's not even that bad. Trap is negative. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You can't do that. Custom AI for mobs. Oh, well, that's a little bit of a... That's a bit of a... That's a bit harder, I think. Like, custom AI is definitely a little bit harder. But yeah. It's not native. Okay, fair enough, fair enough. Okay, that's fair. I mean, that's okay. Can you pixel art in it? I think so. I guess the one that's pixel is like similar to Photoshop, I would assume. I think you make a series of it. I think I could make a series of AI for mobs, but it's currently not like in the plans, I think. Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. There's a lot of things, right? Like at the end of the day, the worst part about everything here is genuinely just it's genuinely just the versioning, right? The versioning of Minecraft is just rough, man. It's okay, my data only serves to weaken the AI, poor imitation of intelligence. That's also pretty good. I mean, listen, at this point, it's like, at some point they're going in like, they've run out of data, right? Like, they really have run out of data. The CEO mentioned in the talk, they don't take any user data for LLMs. Nice! It's best to not use DaVinci Resolve on Linux unless you pay for the premium version. Ah. Well, I bought the premium version because, like, I needed the 4K rendering. And I have not looked back. I mean, at the end of the day, it costs like 1/5 of what Adobe costs yearly. The fuck? I mean, come on, man. Like the entire Adobe suite. Because I had the entire Adobe suite. Because I was using everything. I'm still clinging on Photoshop. I'm gonna be real. Like that's a really hard one to get rid of, in my opinion. I do not like GIMP. Okay, this is so you don't even have to say this. I used Paint.net before. I'm so used to Photoshop at this point. It's really rough. It's really rough. Yeah, but we're gonna see. Listen, I have about like, I don't know, like 9 more months or so to like find a different one for Photoshop, like an alternative. So I'm not even bothered. I'm not worried. I'm not worried yet. Yeah. I think it's gonna be fine. We're gonna be okay. We're gonna be totally fine. Okay. Alrighty. Spread is open source. That's true. Very true. But I also do other things, right? I don't just use it for sprites and stuff. I also use it for other sort of purposes. I use Krita for images. Okay. Good work too. Good work too. Yeah. It's worth it. I mean, listen, like there's a lot of different things. The biggest one, by the way, for the reason why I switched to DaVinci as well is like this crazy stuff. When I was in Premiere Pro, which I use for editing, I pressed the space bar and now the video would play. It's actually crazy how long it would take for the video to start playing. And the worst part about it is if I switch to a different window, it would immediately dump everything, like all of the videos that it had loaded into the RAM, and it would immediately dump it out of the RAM. Like as soon as you switch from the Premiere Pro window to another window, which you might think, oh, that's a good thing. It was so bad, okay? Because I have to sometimes in my workflow, I have to sometimes switch to a different window, right? So that would happen constantly. And that would basically slow it down because then it would obviously need to reload it into the RAM, and that's really annoying. And on DaVinci, it just stays in the RAM. And I can take an entire video and I can basically take the playhead from like 3 minutes in to like 30 minutes in, and I can play and it just plays like almost immediately, like 1 or 2 or 3 seconds later, and boom. And it's just, that's amazing. That's amazing. So yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy how the free open source alternative is better. I think Adobe is one of those things where I really listen. If you're really good at their stuff, it's good. But isn't that a matter of RAM size? No, it's not. It's not. It doesn't matter. I don't think so. Because if I have a 10 gigabyte video and it loaded it entirely into the RAM, so it can just play it inside of Premiere Pro, it just completely pushes out the entire 10 gigabytes as soon as I switch, and it's just that's annoying. Adobe consumes a lot of RAM. Well, DaVinci consumes a lot of RAM too if you have big videos that you're editing, right? Like, I think it is more it's more about the videos itself. Adobe holds interesting patents. I don't even know if that's, I mean, maybe, but like,
Accompany me to glory or doom.
Zirogo, thank you for the follow on Twitch as well. Thank you. Okay. Yeah. Obstruction now. The obfuscation. Hell excited about rip yarn mappings. Yeah, we'll do it in just a second. So I wanna let the ad run on Twitch because I want to make sure that that everyone gets it. So I'm gonna run a 1 minute ad because otherwise it's gonna come in on its own, and I want everyone to fully get the obfuscation. Okay. So sadly, some people are now in an ad break. Listen, okay. I'm telling you. This made sense. Listen, at least I said it, okay? At least I said it. And then everyone's gonna hear about this. First time attending your stream. Hello! Were you still gonna look at the community submissions for Curse Forge Jam? I can do that, actually. Yeah, I can. We're gonna do that after the obfuscation stuff. Because I think that the obfuscation stuff is, like, higher priority in this instance. But yeah, we'll do that then. That's true. Oh yes, ad time. Have you heard about the deobfuscation? I swear to God, WD, you are crazy. This is why you should switch to YouTube. Well, the funny thing is they're not gonna see it because, well, you know. Hello, we back. Ads are done. It was only a 30-minute ad, man. A 30-minute. That would be a pretty crazy one. A 30-second ad. Okay. Listen, I'm gonna say this when it comes to. Oh! They even have a spooky vibe, and we're still in the spooky times. Ah, always a nice one, man. Nice relaxing moment when we get the freaking pirate theme out here. All right, so it's Christmas time, not spooky time. Ah, it's fine. It's like two more days of spooky or something like that. I don't know. We're good. We're fine. It was Halloween, you know. Snowflakes on the screen. No, it's a green screen, my friend. It's green screen, okay? Just because it's a scuffed green screen doesn't mean that it's snowflakes, okay? Anyway, regardless. All right, so what do we have? We have let me think about this. Oh yeah, one thing I wanted to say, YouTube versus Twitch. I'm gonna be real. I'm having some doubts about continuing on Twitch at some point because I'm gonna be real. The fuck? Why was there another ad break out here? Okay. I don't know what the frick happened here, but okay. Regardless. Basically, so there's a couple of things on Twitch that are a little bit rough, okay? Let's just say that I don't know. I don't know if I'm like necessarily Twitch lives, you mean? Yeah, like, I don't know. Listen, okay? There's some shocking things that are happening on Twitch. Literally and figuratively, right? So, I don't know, man. I just think that it's like, I don't know. Does it make sense to like move to a different platform, just use YouTube only? Do YouTube and Kick, and you can say, oh, Kick is really bad. I'm like, at this point, I'm gonna be real. I don't even know if Twitch is much better. I genuinely don't know. At this point, I think, whoo, I'm not in on the drama. Brother, there's so fucking much. It's actually insane, okay? One of the biggest streamers allegedly shocked their dog live on Twitch. And there's nothing happening through that. We have a female, like one of the biggest female content creators on Twitch, live assaulted at TwitchCon at their meet and greet, and Twitch wanted to ban the guy that did it for 30 days. And then they banned him like entirely. And this is like the start of everything. Like, it's just actually insane. It's actually insane. And then there's like, I don't know, about 20 more things that are an issue. Yep. It's really not, listen, it's really not good. Like I said, like, it's actually fucking insane. Yeah, they wanted to ban him for 30 days. Also, the Twitch CEO, congrats. Yeah, also someone had a live birth on Twitch, and the CEO was in the stream when he was actually supposed to go testify to Congress about I think political extremism on like social media platforms, but he didn't go. So hey, woo, yeah, I don't know, man. It's I just don't know. And at this point, I know I've like sent a lot of people on to Twitch on the Twitch channel with the shorts and stuff, but I don't know. It's a rough one. Also, the CEO complaining about Twitch takes money by donating directly to streamers. True. Every day we get more and more proof we don't live in a simulation. I don't know, man. Sometimes I really think that I think 2016 when they killed Harambe, just everything just is done. Twitch has a history of taking sides. I won't name names, but favoritism is palpable sometimes. It's fucking crazy. It's insane. It's just ridiculous, bro. It's ridiculous, okay? I'm sorry. There's levels to it, okay? And at some point, you gotta be like, this is freaking crazy, okay? Like, and like I said, there's like 20 more things. Imagine ever since 2016 we've lived in an alternate timeline. Listen, when that bullet hit, everything fucking changed, okay? Everything changed. And the world's never been the same. But you know what? Like, I'm gonna be real. You can still wake up with a laugh. It's fine. I want to stay in my cozy bubble. Yeah, I get it. It's fine. That's okay. You can. That's not an issue. The simulation wasn't ready to handle Harambe's death. Exactly. That's exactly what happened. Okay? And then it was just done. There's just nothing else to do. There's just nothing else to do. But yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, I'm genuinely, it's crazy to think about, but I'm not even bothered or worried. But yeah, whoever took over the programming needs to do some quick fixes, take some bloody lessons. Yeah. Yikes. Anyway, listen, it's time to talk about the biggest topic of the week, which is removing obfuscation in Java Edition. And what does this mean? Well, this is an interesting one. What this means for our modding community. Do you like to mod Java, tinker with builds, or take deep dives into the code? Then this article is for you. Hey, this is me. Well, for a long time, Java has used obfuscation, which is hiding parts of the code, a common practice in the game industry. I'll quickly explain what that means. All right. Let me just get paint out. Don't worry, this is all going to be cut together into a consumable video at some point as well. Okay, that's right, great. So, what does this even mean? Okay, obfuscation. Highest level overview, okay? Just so that you understand. When you write a program, usually you would name, you know, methods and things like that. Let's say, take seat, right? Or you would something like, I don't know, get age. You know, this is how you would call like methods, right? This is how you would call them. If you obfuscate them, right, what happens is that this gets turned into, just as an example, right, this would then get turned into something like this. Oh, wow, this is not nice. Or something like this, right? It's like, now, obviously, get age is a little bit easier to read than M_39969. Nice. Yeah, obviously. So what has to happen is that when we get Minecraft, what we need to do is we need to de-obf this, right? Meaning that we need sort of a translation, right? We need a key that turns this over here back into this. Let me do de-obf, right? There you go. That turns it back into this or into, because the issue is we don't really have this, into, you know, let's say, I don't even know if this is a thing, but like whatever, right? Like basically into similar names, right? Because we didn't have those names. Now, in 2016, 17, 18, somewhere around there, they actually did release Moj mappings, which were at least the method names, right? So something like this already occurred. So Moj maps, right, were the class and method names. But what was missing here is parameters and internal variables, right? Like I guess internal variable names, right? So those were missing. This over here was handled via parchment, right? And also in the case of things, that was yarn, right? So those were handled via this. And now this whole step over here, right? This whole step over here no longer happens, meaning we're gonna get all of this, including parameters and internal variables. So we're gonna get every single name over here, okay? In 2019 they did this, okay. So in general, basically, they're now gonna unobfuscate everything. This is great, and this is gonna be awesome, right? You can see that names in this context refer to technical names of code, which is variables, fields, methods, classes, and so on. And the biggest one here is parameters and variables, because those were just guesswork. And that's awesome. Now, when people say, this is the biggest revolution in Minecraft modding, now it's a huge news that they did anything for Java modding. Absolutely insane. That's awesome, right? And I have a hypothesis why they did this. But to claim that it's earth-shattering news is a little bit of a clickbait move, okay? Or people just didn't understand or don't understand quite what that means. It's really cool. So I'm going to tell you there's like two camps of people who are going to have their lives changed and then in different orders, right? Java NeoForge modders barely going to notice an issue. Now, the people who are making NeoForge are going to have a lot of stuff to do. That's absolutely the case. But NeoForge users are barely going to notice a difference. Like the people who make mods in NeoForge. People in Fabric, however, for them, it is earth-shattering. So when I released the comment saying it's not that big of a deal, this hadn't come out yet, right? Because what they're going to do is they will actually discontinue yarn. Meaning that the entirety of Fabric will now also use Moj maps. That is going to be pretty crazy. Because that means that when usually I say you can pick either NeoForge or Fabric, like 60% of it is going to be the same. What's going to happen is that what's going to happen here is that it's not going to be 60% anymore. It's now going to be closer to like 85 or 90%. There's going to be only very few differences between the two now, because we now have sort of parity in terms of the naming scheme for a lot of things. Now, there's some things that still, are different, right? Obviously, that's just going to be the case, but there's going to be a lot of overlap. And yeah, also very important to note, obviously, this is only for 121.11 and up, okay? Nothing's going to change for the ones below that, I would assume. But at some point, obviously, they're also not going to be developed at some point anymore. But yeah, that's an important thing. But yeah, that means that it's going to be very, very interesting. It's going to be very interesting. I don't even know what is going to happen here, but it's crazy. I mean, the future is crazy. Yeah, they're not going to do major rewrites. I think that is totally fine. This is also going to take quite a while to implement, right? This is not going to be a thing that just happens like overnight. So that's why Mojang is going to release 2 different streams at the same time, if I heard this correctly, right? So they're going to have a branch with the obfuscated one still and the deobfuscated one. So that's going to be pretty neat, so that the mod loaders can basically deal with this. What I find interesting about this news is that they're even doing things for the modding community right here. That's the craziest thing to me, okay? Because like, while this has been like a thing that was asked, doing this just like randomly now is very strange to me. Now, I have said this before and I will say it again. I think this is gearing up for the one thing that they're trying to do, and that is the Java marketplace. Why do I still keep saying this, and why is this a hypothesis of mine? Like I said, I don't know if this is the case. This is a pure speculation, this is just my opinion on factoring in a lot of different things. The reason why I think this is the case is they bundled together Bedrock and Java, right? So basically, the Java edition itself doesn't generate any revenue for them, right? It doesn't generate any revenue. The only thing it generates is positive PR and sort of the zeitgeist, right? Minecraft stays within the zeitgeist of the people because people usually on YouTube watch Java content, right? Because it's usually the things that people do mods in. It's like the, crazy challenges. Most, if not, like most of it, I would say is Java content. There's Bedrock content out there. absolutely 100%, but I think most big things are built in Java, right? So that's very interesting. And but the question is, if the business people don't see a compelling reason to keep it, and they just see this costs us like 25 million to maintain every year. I'm just throwing out numbers, right? I don't know. It might be less, it might be more. This costs us so much to maintain. Why the frick are we maintaining this? Now maybe the creative people can convince them and say, listen, we have to maintain this. Absolutely could be the case. But I just can't imagine. Long term, there are only two options. Monetize the Java edition.
Welcome to the King's Court.
Monetize the Java edition or get rid of it. That's one of the only two ways, right? It's just, it doesn't work the other way. Leon Monkey Gamer, thank you for the Twitch Prime sub, thank you. All right, awesome. Yeah, and then finally, one other thing and one other reason why I think that the Java marketplace is a possibility is within the code, what they have done is they have continued to make it so that you would theoretically be able to add things via JSON files. Now, this is not all implemented yet, but let me just for the sake of argument, let me just show you a couple of things, okay? Oh my gosh. Just give me a second. Okay, so we have this, yes. Wait, this is 120, awesome. That's not at all what I need. I need 121. Fabric, sure. That's gonna work, right? Yeah. So this is not just an example. So we have this map codec right here, and codecs basically are used, once again, this is a high level overview. Codecs over here are usually used to read in and write to JSON files, or read from JSON files or write to JSON files. And given the fact that basically the more complicated blocks have a codec that we need here. Now, this is not used anywhere. If I recall correctly, this is just a thing that they added, but it's not actually used right now. But the fact that they added this, and the fact that they're adding more and more things being able to be done with JSON files, like enchantments, and I think particles. So a lot of different things are now doable with JSON files only. This says to me we're moving into the direction of a Java marketplace, right? So that's what they're doing, right? So I think particles not yet. Okay, could be the case. But yeah, basically there's some they're adding more and more things here, and I don't know. I don't think they're going to discontinue Java. That I just can't see it. I just can't see it. I think what happened is that they made the case to the business team. They said, listen, if we do anything, then we monetize it. If we give Java up, it will never work. And depending on how they implement the marketplace, it could possibly work, right? It really depends on how they do it. But yeah, there's also obvious hints to convert blocks to JSON. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying, right? So it's just not. Yeah, I don't know. It's gonna be interesting, man. It's gonna be very interesting to see. But this is why I think that. So the broader implications of this is, it's great news. I think this is good. This is awesome. It's gonna make modding easier for NeoForge people. It's gonna make it harder for Fabric people in the short to medium term, but likely easier in the long term. Specifically for newer versions. And in my opinion, it does show a little bit of the possibility of a marketplace coming at some point, because they're opening this up. Maybe they're doing it so that it's easier to change things. I don't think that there's going to be an official API. I don't think so. I think their API would be JSON files because it's more accessible to people. But yeah, but yeah, would there even be people who use it? Most people on Java Edition have an awesome marketplace, Modrinth or CurseForge. I don't know if they would use it. I don't know. I mean, but at the end of the day, it's just going to be... Yeah, I mean, I'll say this. I mean, there's a lot of bigger Minecraft modders on Java that at some point do Bedrock add-ons because they have to pay the bills somehow, and modding in it itself is like a nice side hobby and a side hustle and can get you like a couple of bucks next, like, you know, what, like, it can give you a couple of bucks, but it's not going to pay the bills, right? Specifically, also, if you have like 1 or 2 people on the team, that's like one person alone, maybe, right? Maybe, depending on where they live, that could work. But multiple people on a team, mods are just not going to do that unless you are incredible in monetizing it, right? If you have a huge Patreon and things like that, sure, then you could possibly pull it off, but it's going to be very, very, very few people. So, I don't know. Projects like Sinatra will have it easier. True, Sinatra Connector, indeed. It's good. It's gonna be good. Yeah, Sinatra Connector is good. That's true. Yeah. I don't know. It's crazy stuff. Okay, things are happening, man. Bedrock Marketplace has issues. Who makes and what they get? This will explode in their face if they don't address that and have a Java Marketplace. Yeah, absolutely. The fact of the matter is that if they allow people to sell data packs, resource packs, someone will buy them. Yeah, absolutely. This is also the case, you know. Listen, if they maybe reach out in advance to some modders, like I said, this is all speculation. Okay, I have not heard from anyone, right? So if you know, in case that someone thinks like, oh, there's an NDA broken, I don't know anything. Okay, I literally don't know anything. This is all speculation. I really think that this might happen. But it's all speculation, and maybe they're reaching out to people. They're like, hey, make this on our own platform already, and then boom. I don't know. Just having it as an option next to CurseForge and Modrinth probably costs so little. I don't know. I mean, they already have the infrastructure for it, right? It's not the biggest deal. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be really interesting. The people from Mixon said it's a huge thing for them. Oh, interesting. Okay. Yeah, I wasn't aware of that that's the case, but that's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Yeah, I mean, we'll see. We'll see where it goes. But to sort of put a cap in it, to sort of like give a little bow on this, this is gonna be huge. It's a cool thing that this is a thing, right? It's a cool thing. It's nice to have. It's definitely gonna make it easier, but it's not groundbreaking news that all of a sudden mods are going to be able to do things that they weren't able to do before. I disagree with that assessment. I don't think that that's the case. I don't think we're going to see crazy mods like they have in like add-ons in Bedrock. Like sometimes those are crazier. I don't think this is not what this does, right? It's also not open source, right? They're not open sourcing it. They're just making it so that you don't have to translate it anymore. You can see this over here, right? The EULA doesn't change. They are still usage things. There's now a license file and everything. So yeah, I mean, it's definitely interesting, but for me, in my personal opinion, it does point to the fact that they might actually go for a Java Marketplace. There you go. Boom. And just now, when I wanted to start making mods as a side project, should I start with NeoForge so the transition isn't too harsh, or wait for the snapshot to learn alongside the code? Well, if you wanted to start with NeoForge anyway, then that's totally fine. If you did want to start with Fabric, I mean, you can still start with Fabric. It's going to take a while, right? It also depends on what version you want to do. If you want to do 1.21.10, then, you know, or you want to wait until 0.11, you know, depends. You think Yarn or Parchment would stop continuing support? Well, Yarn literally said that they would stop. Yes. Parchment, I think they were still discussing it. I don't know what the final conclusion was, or even if there is one, but yeah. Can you use Fabric with Moj maps? Yes, you can. You can already do that nowadays, yes. But I think some people said that Parchment would theoretically be not needed anymore. Do you think Yarn or Parchment... Oh, sorry. Do you think that it might be good to start up more tutorials for? Listen, when it comes to the tutorials and courses, this is also a big implication for the tutorials and courses, of course. Because one of the reasons why I've always done everything individually, like we had Forge, NeoForge, Fabric, all separated, is because they were different enough. Now, NeoForge and Forge, you could make arguments, I understand that, but still not enough. Fair enough, right? But at the very least, NeoForge and Fabric, there was a reason why those were separated out. And now that both of them will use Moj maps, it's going to be interesting to see, right? Because do we really need 2 different series? What are the implications there? Will I only make like 1 series? Will I make only 1 course, but it has like sort of both of them in there? Is there still going to be 2 courses, but they're going to be very similar to each other? Hard thing to say, right? I think the thing about it is that I will need to like really check everything, as in I will need to go in and I will need to take a look at the differences, right? So like I implement my stuff and I look at I look at Fabric right here and I look at NeoForge right there and I compare the 2 and then just see, okay, how much overlap is there and does it actually make sense to just do it separately or do it all in one go? Which also is obviously, that has all sorts of other sort of crazy implications as well, right? I mean, I don't know. Is it true that Minecraft removed obfuscation? I watched a short explain it yesterday. I don't know if it's true. No, it is very much true. This is correct. However, likely the Peter Griffin AI didn't probably made it a little bit crazier than it actually is. It's not as crazy an implication as it is. There are definitely changes. It is nice, but it's not like this is an earth-shattering thing for most modders. If they're using NeoForge, then this is almost no change at all for the modders themselves. If it is for Fabric modders, it's a bigger change, but generally speaking, it's not gonna do crazy stuff. Yeah. WD separating facts. Separate courses is separate income. That's what I said with the this is literally what I mean with the implication, right? Like, I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, I don't know, maybe people would like most people only buy 1 course anyway, right? But like some people buy 2 courses. So I don't know. There's all sorts of crazy stuff. Some people say it's going to be great for, I personally just annoyed that Yarn doesn't exist on newer versions anymore. Yeah, listen, I can understand that. I mean, I can understand that. Long term, it's going to be nice, but like I said, short to medium term is a rough one. You hear about the Minecraft off server off time last week? Yeah, wasn't it just like Azure having issues like AWS like 2 weeks before? So, it just happens. I imagine someone looking for Fabric modding would be more inclined. No, I am in agreement with you, but yeah. Forge 121.10 modding tutorial, please. I don't know if I'm actually gonna do Forge continuing, man. I get it, but like I will also say this. I have not kept up with Forge at all, okay? They might have done a lot of different things over here, but and like implemented a lot of good things, but I don't know. I'm curious, what makes mappings good or bad? I don't think that was the implication. The thing about it is that Fabric users wanted to use Yarn because that's just what they used, right? So they were just used to it. And now they have to switch to the other thing, which obviously is quite different. So they just have to relearn like a basic language, basically, right? Seeing you stop doing Forge is half the reason I swapped to NeoForge. Need your guidance. Yeah, listen, I don't know. I mean, it's not like I'm not saying that I would never continue with it, but it's just, I don't know. Based on Nikon's complaining. Well, it's just, yeah. Basically, the reason why is because they have to do that. Also, question, what do you think of the new environment variables, or whatever it's called again? The Mojang added in the recent snapshots. I don't know about those. I'm not keeping up with snapshots. I'm gonna be real. Minecraft snapshot. Which one is it? 44A? 2810. Yeah, that would be a snapshot. Java edition. Current version. 44A. Environment variables. Added a variable. Added Minecraft visual water fogged start distance. Allows you to customize biomes and dimensions more. Oh, okay. Fire spread radiance around the player. Options. Anisotropic filtering graphing options. Jesus. Oh, in 33A. 43A. Okay. Let's see. Fixed bugs, texturing, enchantment, data packs. One episode of Forge that just explains why NeoForge is used now. Maybe. Maybe. Thank you so much for the draws. Thank you for the kind words. Absolutely awesome. Following the 121 tutorials right now for Forge, is there a big difference to 121.10? Yes. Huge fucking difference. So, and updating that, I don't know. Yeah. So, that's a rough one. Which method do you think is best for storing player-specific data? NBT capabilities, attributes, codex? No, it's I'm pretty sure. Well, capabilities were superseded by they were superseded by the component system, right? The data component system. Yes. Also 42A. Wait a second. General biomes. Well, they're sort of like attributes. Interesting. Data component format. Yeah, they're doing stuff. Data attachments on NeoForge is the best way to store player data. Yep. How would I convert my mods from Forge to NeoForge? Well, I think the quote-unquote easiest way is to make a new project loaded, like a new NeoForge project, right? Like set that up and have it set up. And then copy over the classes. And then there are going to be some errors thrown your way because certain classes are in different packages. You just re-import those. Some things might be named differently. So you will just need to either find out what they're named or there's a different way to use that. But yeah, it highly depends on how complicated the mods are as well. So yeah, the last 2 to 3 years felt like Mojang is more doing things in the background than adding new content. Yeah, I mean, that is very much true. It's very much true, man. I just don't know. It's all sorts of crazy stuff, man. But yeah, it's there's a lot of different things that are happening in the modding space. Interesting stuff. I mean, it's been quite a few years, but like also man, 122 guys, anyone please, for the love of God. I appreciate them for not adding content instead of things like NBTs. Wait. Instead of work on things like NBTs are better than codex or NBTs to codex. I need Forge for borderless glass and slowing down minecarts. I don't know about that one. I wouldn't 100% know how to implement. I think both of those actually. Borderless is like rough is a little rough. That's like the rendering stuff, and the slowing down on the minecarts is probably event based. If I would I would just assume that. I think so. I think I would say that that's event based, but I don't know 100%. Minecarts are slow enough already. Well, maybe they want like a slowing down rail or something like that, right? Like it doesn't have to be like in general. Maybe they want a brake. Maybe they want like a brake lever inside of the minecart. Could be the case too. You know. Okay, let me see. Oh. I see. My guess is they don't need permission to change how things work. They only need permission to add or remove things from the game. Maybe. Maybe. Over here. La di da di da di da di da di da 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 di da. Wait, wasn't there a list here? No, there wasn't. Oh Jesus, this is a long list. found a custom block shader to entirely compatible with Iris. Okay. I don't know what that means. But yeah, let's just for the sake of argument, there's another mod gem, or there's another gem that I didn't do, and that's for the mods over here. So Java mods, let's actually take a look at them. So these are that's a lot of Java. Are those only Java mods? Jesus. Okay, that's a lot of finals. Okay, we're just gonna sort of quickly go through. Okay, that's wait. Holy, what the heck are you talking about, bro? You did that in a jam? That's crazy. I feel like I've seen something like this before. Yeah, Arsenic Serum I've seen before. This is really freaking... Yeah, look at this stuff. This one was really cool. I've seen this mod before, and I think it's really awesome. They did one over here. This one's really cool. Another gem I didn't do. Yep, exactly. Listen, it is what it is, man. Let's just go in here. Strange Matter. I will try to say if I believe someone is from the community. I usually know the names. Looks pretty cool. Like, just in terms of the general... Okay, that's also pretty cool. Like, just in terms of how it looks. Oh, okay, interesting. So it's a tech mod that seems to be similar to the aspects in Thaumcraft. Interesting idea. Robo Dinosaurs. Yes! Yes! Robo Dinosaurs. I mean, that's pretty freaking cool, isn't it? That's pretty freaking neat. Alrighty, Robo Dinos. I see. Mr. Frosty Dev. Symbiont. A harness biotechnology. Okay. So this is a biotechnology one. Core stability genetics. We got... Oh, okay. For seeds. So you can, okay. Biotech. I like this. But it's such a bad theme. Minecraft is not for the future. I like tech mods, okay? I like tech mods. So, I disagree with the assessment. Okay. I can see this. I can see this. Welcome Player by Mr. Frosty Dev. I feel like I've seen the name before. I don't know if this is a, someone from the community, but I believe I've seen the name before. So I'm gonna say very, you know, community with question mark. 10 zombies. Oh, interesting. It's like a freaking, you have like an audience. The audience is furious. Their mood is sad. Okay, interesting stuff. Very unique. Interesting things. And then we get to one that is 100% by the community, and that is Bite Buddies. Okay, listen. Listen, okay? I will say the following, okay? This is the mod which has a farmer, a miner, a hauler, and a fighter, right? So basically you can give it wheat, and then it like harvests crops and stuff like that. What did I say very early on in the stream about ideas not being worth anything? This is the example. Because this is, I mean, I would say like 30% the idea of what I wanted to do, or 50%, or I don't even know. Like, I definitely wanted to do the farm buddy. I had that, and then the mining I also wanted to do. They don't have a logging buddy, so like one that chops down trees. That was one of the things that I wanted to do. This is what I said, right? It's like ideas are not worth anything if you don't implement something. They implemented it. There you go. That's it. Okay. So there's nothing to say about this. Whether or not they were influenced by my idea, I don't know. Listen, it's fine. It doesn't matter, right? If they say they weren't, okay. And if they were, that's also fine. Because at the end of the day, they actually did something with the idea. So there you go. How dare you plagiarize their idea? No, I mean, at the end of the day, it is what it is. Do you think your golems would have been accepted because it's not future themed? Well, the golems would have been made in, like, they wouldn't have looked like this, but they would have, listen, wait, I can show you one thing that we had as an idea. And then you can tell me whether or not you think this is future themed enough. So this was the thing that we had sort of for the mining golem. Thoughts? Do you think that this is future themed enough? We're looking to expand the job in the future. Yeah, that makes sense. That's fair. Super fair. But yeah. All right, I thought you were copper golems. No. It would have been more future themed stuff. So yeah. But yeah, once again, it's totally fine. Listen, I want to reiterate this. It's a common idea. Absolutely. Like this, sure. I'm with you. Right? This is what I'm saying. Like, it's not even, it is what it is. I mean, at the end of the day, number one, people are going to have similar ideas. Literally what we had in the mod jam as well. But yeah, it's fine. You almost had the same ideas we did. Yeah, no. Listen, it's, but it still is really cool, okay? The one thing I will say, you know, when you've done right, I'm like, brother, this is like the buddies as like the face. Oh, so good. Like, that's just genuinely amazing. Pretty sure there's like 2 other mods that add farming bots. Yeah, like I said, it's not, I'm just saying that it's like, it could be the case. Regardless. Star Wars inside of Minecraft. I've seen another Star Wars mod as well. I think it's pretty cool. It may or may not oh damn, that's crazy. I'm pretty sure that Earth is not that. I don't think Earth exists in Star Wars, but that's okay. Okay, the frick? Interesting. Chaos crafts devices. I don't know what I'm looking at. A lightweight in-game desktop. The fuck are you talking about? No. But like, what do you mean? They made windows in Minecraft? Hello? Hello? Have you ever heard of extended crafting table? It has a 5x5 crafting table. Unbelievable. See, another mod which stole my idea. Unbelievable. That was a joke, by the way. Okay, guys, I know I have to like point this out at this point. It was a joke. Obviously, a 5x5 crafting table is not a unique idea. This is crazy stuff. Okay. I don't understand this. This is insane to me. I find this really freaking cool. Gecko lip. Why the frick do you need gecko lip for it? Maybe because of the 3D look of this. Okay. It looks, it relates to just a computer block. Yeah, it's like a block and it's Rift OS. Did they add, is this not a thing that exists? Meta Horizon OS? No. What the actual frick, man? What the frick, bro? Clanging Howl. Extraterrestrials. Sort of a body horror sort of thing. Alright, I see it. Different vibe. But I like it. Alright, awesome. We have Tax Future Citizen. Oh boy. Taxes. This is not good. Future Citizens is a Minecraft modification aims to future themed armor, items, and dungeons. Okay, it's actually just... there's nothing with taxes. Is there a way to find if modder is happy to use their code? Yes. So when you are on their on the CurseForge page or on the Modrinth page, either should work. Then you can see this one right here, which says license, right? This is the license that you have in order to look at their code or use their code. When it says all rights reserved, you are not allowed to use any part of their code at all. If it says something like, oh, why are all of them all rights reserved, guys? Can we please get something that's not all rights reserved, just for the sake of argument here, please? Apache, custom license, what is this? MIT. MIT! If it says something like MIT, oh, Deadly Diamond, look at this. No. If it says MIT license, then you are allowed to, for example, look at the source code. So you can go into the source code, and you can go in here, and you can go in and like look at the code and say, hey, I want to know how a renderer works. A live block renderer, boom. And I can in theory copy this as long as you give proper credit, which is outlined in the license. As you can see here also, the art over here is actually where you're not allowed to use it. So you can see this is an ARR license. So the art and the code have 2 different licenses, which can sometimes be the case. Yeah. Okay, future stuff already. I mean, this is good. Good to know. Luckily, I wasn't monetizing anyway. It does not matter. Theoretically, if it is all rights reserved, you're not allowed to... theoretically, I'm pretty sure you're not even allowed to use it for a personal thing, I think. I don't know, though. Like, don't quote me on that. It's definitely less likely that someone would sue you over it. So, yeah. Replica entropy. Harness the entropic power. Use gadgets for the replica suit. Feel free to use any of my code as well. Yeah, no, there's a lot of code out there, okay? Like, genuinely. There's a lot of code out there. Just make sure that the license is okay. Because otherwise, you are being a dick. And we don't want that. Enhance each of your limbs with outer space resources. Each of my limbs. You think of what I'm thinking, chat? Oh my. Well, I'm just saying, guys. Hydraulics were invented for a reason. Oh man, I have to get my mind out of the gutter. I'm sorry, guys. Okay, I have to go into. Okay, sorry. Calypso's night vision goggles. Smart night vision for adventures. First of all, I like the design of this. These look really cool. I like that. You have a dirty mind. It's true. It's true. It happens, you know. Block bots, Deadly Diamond over here. There you go. Yep. Similar type of idea with the block bots. So absolutely, like I said, I agree that this is not like a too far-fetched of an idea. But still, once again, if you don't implement it, your idea is not worth anything. So yeah, you compensating for something. Well, that would be the idea, right? So like, you know, if you were to implement a hydraulic tool, let's say, that would be the compensation, right? Like that would be the idea. That's the joke. Yeah. Okay. We're looking at Curse Forge mod jam entries, just like sort of going through a little bit. Cyrilum, I believe, also a pretty sure this is also a person from the community. At the very least, I've seen this. I don't know if they're necessarily a community member, but I've definitely seen the face over here. I might have also just downloaded from them. Okay, well, I probably have downloaded from them. If they get 630 million downloads, I probably just have downloaded from them. Okay. I doubt that they necessarily need my help. But listen, it is what it is. It's fine. Okay. So probably not. This is the Vanguard and the Voidborn. An orbital radio. We have a huge gate to a different dimension. We have the Vanguard station. Okay. Interesting. There you go. Okay. Tomorrow are the results. Yes! I won't need your help either, but fair, I guess. I mean, that's... Are you sure, Capitan? Have you never watched a single of my tutorials? Why are you, like, how do you even find the server then? I'm kidding. That's fair, though. Railguns. Hello? Dyson Sphere? 1 billion FE per tick. Holy. That is not how you say Capitan. What in the German? So, if you think about Kapitan, right, then you would be right. But he's not spelled like captain in German. He's spelled Kapiten. So it is how you say it. It's not the German word for Kapitän. Yeah. Kapiten. Yeah. Kapitencraft. It is what it is. Also, don't even at me. Because, I feel like I've seen this name before. This is 100% someone from the server, right? Like this is a Salubar. Cellulars? Cellulars. Yes, it's definitely a person from the community. There you go. So there we have one. Captain. Exactly. The room has like 100 mods. Yeah, that's me. Hey! There they are. Hello. Yes. See, I know who. Listen, I recognize names, okay? I don't recognize every name because listen, okay? That would be a little bit too much. But yeah. That's not how you pronounce it. But that's okay. Yeah, I know because I was bad at reading it. Cellulars. There you go. That's probably how you pronounce it, right? Cellulars. I had a momentary lapse of judgment over here, okay? Neon Sentry Keeper. Is this a creeper that shoots a railing gun? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yes. Yes. More of this, okay? This is what I want to see. That's awesome. Yep. That is freaking awesome, bro. Holy. Okay, I like that one. That's pretty cool. We continue with Drifter. Oh, that would already look pretty good. That already looked pretty good. Oh, that one looked pretty freaking good as well. Oh, boy. Drifter. Oh, man. Come on. Is this like a hoverboard, man? That would be crazy cool. Help with 2 mods, Dyson Cube, and Bite Buddies. Nice. The Drifter board. It's called a Drifter board. Yo. We see it in action. Like, it looks pretty cool, but like, I want to see if it flies. Drifter. Does it work? The Lance of new items. A Lance of Tonguiness. It works! Holy! Yo! Okay, that's really cool. Vista. Camera, television, live feed, viewfinder, GIF, video security monitor. What are you talking about? You can use and look and zoom anywhere. What the actual heck, bro? What is Gangster SpongeBob doing there? It was Gangster SpongeBob? I'm the first time tuning into streams. Hello! Hello. We're just looking at the, oh my god, that's crazy stuff. Yeah, obviously it's done by the frickin' crazy guy right here. With 723 million downloads over here. What was the thing that they did that's like super popular? Oh, Quark. They help with Quark. Yeah, that was a thing. Supplementaries, that was it. Yeah, I mean, okay. I feel like that's pretty fair. Like, that's, okay. That they're able to do that. Yeah, okay. But that's freaking cool, though. What the heck? Like, live camera feed? Brother. I just love this. Like, that's just an awesome aesthetic, okay? The clockwork stuff? Oh, come on, man. I just love the aesthetic of this stuff. Yo! Okay. The wings, though? Man. Clockwork Dragonfly. Has no spawn egg, will be summoned with commands. Damn. I mean... VS Genesis. A revolutionary new space mod utilizing Valkyrian skies and Pekui to deliver perhaps the most fun and seamless interplanetary experience. What are you talking about? Like, what are you actually talking about? What do you mean? Like, I don't... From the creators of Valkyrian Pirates. Yeah, like, it's gonna be insane. Obviously. So you have a spaceship, you build a spaceship, and then you fly. Excuse me? Excuse me? Hello? What do you mean? What are you talking about? So you get to a new dimension, which is space, and then you fly. Brother in Christ. What are you talking about? There's no way. There's just no way, bro. And then you find like a thing. What the... And you can see the orientation that you're at. I just can't, bro. So what is this? Okay, so now they're like somewhere else. I just can't. And now they're flying to a different planet. I cannot, brother. That's just not even a thing, man. I can't. Like, sometimes I'm just baffled. I mean, this is insanely fucking cool. What the heck? Holy man. Jesus. HB satellites. Monitor distant chunks and entities. Launch from attacks from the comfort of your base. So, this is like the representation of a part of the world, right? And you can just like do stuff there. I mean, another one that's just, yeah, distant chunks. That's, how do people come up with this insanely cool stuff, man? That's crazy good. iDog adds iDocs to Minecraft. They play music, flash colors, and tell you where the treasure is. Did I hear loot? Look at this guy. Hey, you can add decibels. Nice. All right. Okay. I see. Interesting. No gallery. Okay. Good. Sonic. There's no way. Tron. Brother. It looks so cool because it uses some shaders, right? Like, that's not like... Okay. That sounded a little bit condescending. I didn't mean that. But, like, this is crazy stuff. Like, what is going on here? Stellar Explorer, a sci-fi mod for 120.1. Use a void exudate to power machines. You build a teleporter and explore alien worlds with bosses. There's a casual comment coming down. Early stages in development. Yeah, I can imagine. mCreator. You're allowed to use mCreator for this? Because, nothing. Terms and conditions page. Nothing about mCreator. You can do a lot of stuff in mCreator if you know what you do. I'm not just saying that you can't. You know, it's just one of those things. But there's another freaking page right here. Ever dreamed of a better version of dogs in a tech way? Explore, craft, and upgrade your cyber dog today. Space exploitation. Focus on multi-block automation. Oh yeah, you just have a casual planet simulation right here. We're just gonna have a miniature black hole. You know, nothing to see right here. It's just a miniature black hole, guys. You know. The jam was gonna be flooded with low effort mCreator submissions. I really thought for a while that they said that because they had a mCreator mod jam before, that they didn't allow that. But could be the case. Exo Ascension. Oh. It's about technological hubris, where humanity's overuse of machinery and automation awakes ancient mechanical invaders that use their creators' progress against them. Brought to life through complete procedural animation. These are the Gorgon, the Arachne, the Telos, Lamia. We have Icarus, who flew close to the sun, and screenshot 2025 10 22 07 13 17. They took that screenshot at 7 a.m. I hope that they woke up early and didn't like do an all-nighter. Do you make a mod for this mod jam? I did not. Well, I started, but I didn't. It was too low priority for me. Again, conquer and evolve. I immediately already love this. This is already banger. It looks great. M creator. What am I supposed to say? The models look great. Okay. Items, creatures, bosses, mechanics. I think the real issue, and I'm gonna say this, okay? I really think that this is the thing, okay? I believe that the issue is there are a lot of people who are really good at modeling. They're insanely good at art. I mean, look at this. This looks freaking sick. This looks so good, right? Like, it looks amazing. But they're not paired with someone who can code. So they do M creator. I really think if we had a way of better pairing people who are so amazing with this and then so amazing with code, we could make amazing freaking mods. This is what I'm saying. How hard is it to change your mod from Forge to NeoForge? My personal it shouldn't be too bad, but what you should do is you should make a completely new project in NeoForge and then copy over all of the files, and then you just basically need to clean it up, right? So it's gonna take a while, but it shouldn't be an insane thing. Yeah. It should be okay. It should be doable. Let's see. 25. Does anyone know the reference over here? In the year 2525, the backwards time machine will still not have arrived. Anyone? Please? Please? I don't know if this is the reference for it, but that's I think that's supposed to be the reference at least. Isn't that a song? Yep. It's a song from Futurama. You're on your own. It's a Futurama song. In the year 2525. Well, okay, sorry, that's not true. The original song is an actual song, but the Futurama parody was 25. That's what I was thinking of. I was thinking about this one. Where is it? I was thinking about this one. You think we're gonna get a strike if I play like 2 seconds of it? This was the idea. I don't think that's enough, right? But yeah, that was the thing. That was the thing I was thinking of. It just mutes your VOD. Yeah, on Twitch, but not on YouTube. On YouTube, it can just kill the stream. It's still though. Okay, pretty interesting. So, oh, night vision goggles. Okay. Yeah, YouTube is a little bit rougher. It's not as rough anymore as it has been before, but yeah. On the master of not caring for YouTube copyright, for Twitch copyright. Yeah. No one. Why are you looking at me like that, brother? Why are you giving me these eyes, bro? Hello? You stop looking at me? Thank you. Jesus. Hey, stop looking at me! That's pretty crazy. Research and create new body parts. I'm gonna be real. There's one big button missing. Listen. I would be so bad, man. I would actually be so bad. Like, I don't think I could help myself, okay? It would probably be a config option, but damn would I probably add a button over here. It would be a joke button. It wouldn't actually do anything. It wouldn't add like any sort of TOS, okay? But I'm just saying, okay? I'm just saying. Oh man. I'm sorry. Oh, okay. Cyber Bop. Solar arrays, I see. Freaky comb. Never. Never. Build your own custom cyborg body. Sir, mine isn't the gutter. I don't know. It's fine. This is kind of cool. It looks pretty neat. So if I understand this correctly, you can assemble like a body and then just move through the world with that body. I think that's pretty neat. That's pretty cool. Okay. I can see that. Create. We're gonna get the rest over here. Open. And then we have all of the... There's a lot. This is a lot of stuff, man. Have you seen the create planes stuff? I've seen a couple of create stuff, but like, it's just create add-on number 21,931. Yeah, well, you know. Reject human flesh. Embrace create. Nice. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. 40 mods, 20 will win. That's actually pretty good. I don't even know. I've heard of about create estrogen. Pretty sure that's a mod. I think that this is a mod from at least partly from a community member. No? Yes? No. I could have sworn that something like that was from a community member. Maybe not the estrogen one. Maybe another one. I think there was one of those. But yes, I have. Listen. That's a little bit... Why is it create though? That's a good question actually. I don't know. Maybe it was a... Yeah, that's a good question. I don't... Like, this seems like a weird sort of amalgamation. But there you go. As clockwork augments. Okay. Kismet. Kismet? Kismet. A mod that adds robotic enemies that are supposed to be from the future. But are they... Yo, what the heck? Okay. Burster! Hello, hello. I think a huge part why a lot of people use mCreator is that they find that it's really difficult to find tutorials. Like... You know? I can keep going. Like, I don't think it's difficult to find tutorials. I think it's difficult to code. I think that's the difference. Hey!
Welcome to the King's Court.
Burster, thank you for the prime. Thank you. 2 months. Let's go. Just got 2 months as a member. True. Synthetic organ. Okay. Biomech. Legally distinguished gentleman. What is the disclaimer that you get in like fiction? Any appearance of real life characters or other characters is a coincidence. What the fuck is this? This looks so crazy. I fucking love it. What is this? What? Biomech robot. Bro, this is crazy and I kind of like it. Oh my god, what is happening, man? I don't know what it is, but like I kind of like it. Oh, it's a cosmetic mod to like replace stuff with machines. Oh man, that's so funny. I think it's really funny, man. I think that's really funny. Look at this crazy stuff. Love it. You really need to know how to how and the smarts to code in Java. Yeah, well, you know, resembling any copyrighted material is purely coincidental. True. Look at the cables right here. Look at them. This one's a little bit stretched, okay? I don't like that. I don't like that this is the case. Also, they made custom cables. Oh, Jesus. If I see this already, I'm going crazy, okay? Jesus Christ. What's your favorite mod in this so far? I think VS Genesis is crazy. Like, this is just like insane that this works. Like, they just fly. This is one of those, I don't know. Can you do the hat motion with stretched again? Absolutely fucking not, okay? I know exactly. Listen, as soon as I did it, I exactly knew why someone would say that, okay? Don't even at me, okay? I am 8 steps ahead of you, okay? Cyborg Robot Chicken returns. Where is it? Where's the chicken? Where's the chicken? Show me the chicken. Fuck. There's a chicken! Let's go! Oh, attack wave 0. Oh boy. My man just casually made a freaking portal. You know? I mean, that's, you know, why not? Jesus. Team BK. Interesting. And the last one is Scrap Tech Workshop. Build, craft, and innovate. Neon-powered machinery and urban workshop tools. Small pile of junk. There's literally like netherite in here. Smelt it down. Hello? Are you crazy? Smelt that shit down, bro. Okay, I can see that. That's fine. Pretty good. I want to start learning Java to create mods. What version of the JDK should I get? JDK 21 is the one that is, well, I mean, that's the one used for 1.21 currently. So that's the one used for the newest version. But it usually comes down to the micro version. But if you only want to learn Java, it doesn't necessarily matter which version you take. But I would say JDK 21 would be fine. Yeah. Ever hear something about chest cavity mod? I see. I think this might be so I believe this is made by someone who really likes RimWorld, it seems, right? Would you say? Would you say that that's accurate? It's like a part of a what would you say? War crime simulator. Should I do a stream where you raid our mods? Yeah, I could do that. Yeah. I see. The Vista mod, as in the one that's called Vista, or the one that adds a PC to the freaking game, which is just like, I can't even believe that that's a thing, man. Which one was it? Lycanthropy? No, that's not it. Devices, there it is. This is it. Yeah. War crime simulator is crazy. Have you never seen RimWorld? Where the mine gets put into the gutter. No. RimWorld is just, you know, that's war crime simulator, man. That's when you say Geneva Convention, more like Geneva Suggestion. That's where when raiders come, you take them and you make hats out of their leather. So you make human leather hats. And then when you capture their relatives, then what you do is you take the meat that you've taken from butchering those people and you serve it to them inside of the cell. So when you have them in their prison, you just give them that, and you make them wear human leather hats and like jackets and stuff. Basically made out of their own relatives. That's what you do. That's what you can do in RimWorld, at least. I'm not going to be playing solitaire instead of a Minecraft computer. Yeah, no, I'm with you. I think technically speaking, this is huge. This is insane. This is so cool. Watch video files. You are fucking crazy, bro. This is insane. I can't. Like, come on. What do you mean play video files? Anyone in chat want to conspire about 122? Puh. Listen, at this point, I don't know anymore. Okay. I wonder how hard it breaks in iOS or Linux. Good question. What is the best mod you personally think you have ever made? The best mod I have made? Well, we can... Oh, maybe not. I mean, it doesn't matter that much. Well, I don't have that many mods to choose from. I can actually just go to the profile. That's easier. The Carved Pumpkins is pretty nice. That obviously got a huge boost again because it was Halloween. The goo mod is pretty good too. Yeah, you're right. You're right. All-consuming gray goo. As where you just let the goo run and it destroys everything. Not recommended to put on servers. I think the staffs are actually really cool, okay? But they never took off. It's basically staffs that are similar to Terraria staffs. I think the reason is because it's 119.4 and like who the fuck plays not 119.4? You know. My mod got put into a mod pack and got a huge boost. Nice. Imagine Kaupenjo modded server. Listen, okay. Let's not even start with that, okay? Let's not even go there. We had that before, okay? It was fine, but like I just can't deal with servers, bro. I'm just not, you know. Oh wow. Yeah. Carved Pumpkin mods. Thank you for the 50% sale on your course. True! Babik, it's a very good point to say. By the way, we are currently running a 50% sale on the courses. On all courses. On courses.com/Kaupenjo. What? Courses.com/Kaupenjo? Brother, what the fuck am I even saying? Okay, you know what? Goodbye. I'm going. What the fuck? Courses.kaupenjo.net. What the actual frick was that, man? Courses.com/Kaupenjo, brother. I can't even, like, I'm actually going insane, man. What the heck? Peak advertising. Yeah, that was a rough one, man. There you go. Courses.Kaupenjo.net. That's what it is. Spooky50 is the name of the game, okay? Any course. All of them 50% off until tomorrow. Right? So tomorrow is the last day. So you can still get it. It's including, by the way, the other courses. So it's 115 and other stuff. Imagine Kaupenjo hiring a social media manager to run things like service for him. So I'm in agreement with you. I think that would be really cool. Currently, it is not economically viable, in my opinion. Right? Like I think that's sort of the issue that I have. I think that right now it is not economically viable for me to do that. Yeah. One of the reasons possibly is because there's no 122 yet, okay? That's might be one of the reasons. Listen, I'm working hard at it. We're maybe, you know. But yeah, to sort of give a little bit of behind the scenes, the issue obviously is that wait, did I show this already? I don't even know if I showed this. Yeah, but the issue is obviously that there's some no new course. 122 more like Java Marketplace Minecraft launch. I don't know, man. I don't know. By the way, genuine question. I don't know if I didn't want to make a big deal out of this or not, but like did anyone of you, I don't think I've shown this. And I think I should show this. Okay, I'm gonna show this. So any of you in chat know about Hightail? Have you heard about this game before? Called Hightail. So to give a quick overview on this. It is back. Yes. So Simon, the person who previously sold it to Riot Games, has likely now fully bought it back. Okay. And it's crazy stuff. Okay. Like it's crazy stuff because what happened here is that, so the one thing that he wrote, this is a little bit longer ago, but basically, you know, he said, my goal is to bring the game back to players and modders, even in a bad state, as soon as possible. I think this is huge, and I think that this is a really good idea, right? Because it's like, when you think about it, it's so smart because it's just better, okay? Like, you don't need... Just make it an alpha. Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. The green screen is weird. I'm in agreement with you. Give me a second. Let me see. Can I, like... Ooh, it's gonna make me a little bit... Look at this. I think that's worse. It's really rough. Wait, maybe I can... Just give me 1 second, okay? I'm gonna not leave you hanging, but, like, let's see. Maybe this is gonna work. I like it because it's like it's only the outline of the chair. That's the issue. I feel like this is a little bit better. This is okay. You can keep this. Anyway, so Simon basically said, my goal is to bring the game to the players as soon enough, right? So I think that this is fair, right? So what's gonna happen is that basically we likely are gonna have at some point an alpha. I think this is really cool and really huge, right? Add 2 instances of the green screen. Oh, that's an interesting idea. We'll think about that. Anyway, so there's a lot of things that have to be done, but basically they want, you know, things to be ready and then have like modding tools ready and usable. And what happened is that to this tweet, just for the sake of argument, I added this. Total shot in the dark. Here goes nothing. I run the biggest Minecraft modding tutorial channel on YouTube, and I would love to do hightail modding tutorials once it's ready and done. My DMs are open if someone from your team, someone from your team wants to connect. And you know what happened after this? This happened. This happened. Simon followed you. Yeah. It says follows you. Oh my. Listen, I don't... You know... who knows? Okay? I'm just saying. That's pretty freaking cool. Okay? I hope it works out. Listen, who knows? It would be really cool. I really would like to do hightail stuff once it comes out. I'm super excited for it. I'm genuinely super excited for it. Just to have like another thing, it's pretty cool. It's pretty freaking cool. So we'll see. We'll see if that's going to be a thing. Do you hear the Minecraft code is going to be uncrypted in a sense? Yes, we actually talked about it before, but I can talk about it just one more time. Just give me a second. So unencrypted, I mean, kind of, right? So I don't know how much you're in the know here, but like the idea is that before, you know, the names of variables, methods, and stuff like that were obfuscated, and they were called so things like M_2325676767. Okay, or something like that, right? And then we had to like translate them back. And now this is no longer going to be happening. So yeah, it is a little bit of a change. It's definitely not as huge as people make it out to be. It's definitely huge for Fabric, right? So it's for Fabric people, it's definitely huge because they have to learn a totally new different thing. But yeah. Yeah. Yo. Did you check my game out? So no, because like it's just like, okay, well, we're still not gonna do that because just like coming into the channel first time. So I'm gonna tell you this: account created today. You don't you come into the chat and send a random link first time. You don't even follow. That's gonna be a ban. Sorry, that's not a thing. Okay, I'm sorry. It's just like ain't happening. Okay, if it was like a 20-month follower, I could have seen that. But like thing created today, like account created today, never in a million years, brother. Never in a million years. And if it was just a kid that actually made something, then it is what it is. But I just no, sorry. Then make a ban request, and then we might take a look at that at some point. I too make an account to go advertise my game on Twitch. Yeah, it's true. Will you ban example.com? No. That's crazy reflexes. I don't know. Sometimes it just happens, you know. Sometimes I just I lock in. But yeah, I don't know. It's it is a thing. So we'll see. We'll see. But yeah, it's like if I want to go like a little bit behind the scenes sort of idea, one of the things that I've been doing is, can you link Simon's tweet? I can. You want to like read it again? Here's, there you go. That was the sort of thing. Yeah, so it seems like it's continuing to go. It's really good. It's really cool. We'll see. We'll see where it goes. Fuck, that was not at all what I wanted to do. That's a bit of an issue. I accidentally closed all of my windows. All of my windows. One of the windows of my stream stuff. Do you make would you even make a tutorial for making create add-ons? I could theoretically see that, yeah. Wild that was a reply, not even its own thing. I think if you reply to another reply, it's more likely to be seen, right? Because there's less engagement than a normal post. You're so underrated. I love your tutorials. Thank you. Thank you. Probably late. Did we talk about the obfuscation yet? Yes, we did. And if so, are you uploading a video about it? Yes, I will. Hopefully Wednesday or Thursday. There's going to be a short, hopefully tomorrow or Wednesday, and then probably a long form video on Wednesday or Thursday. Something like that. Roughly around there. So I hope by Thursday we're gonna have a video on it. I know that I should have probably made one faster, but listen, okay, it is what it is. What I wanted to talk about was actually the behind the scenes stuff. And the behind the scenes stuff is I have nice. Is the VOD available post stream? Yeah, it will be. It's gonna be available both on Twitch and on YouTube for non-subscribers as well. So yeah, that's totally fine. One thing when it comes to the behind the scenes, I wanted to say that really the issue is of everything right now that I'm very like dependent on third parties, right? So one of the issues is that there's no Minecraft update 122. Things are kind of bad with the channel and the courses, right? So I don't know. Are you only live on Mondays? Right now I only do modding Mondays. Yeah. I had a plan on doing other things, but right now I don't see a big ROI in that, sadly. Yeah. You have mods in the works that you can reveal hints of? Only ideas. Genuinely only ideas, so I don't know. I don't know. But, so nothing that I'm working on right now. But yeah, so I wanted to get a little bit more independent of the cycle of like Minecraft releases, which is obviously not easy. But I've promoted this a couple of times before. There's a lot of new people here in here as well. Once again, this is only a thing if it actually interests you. The best support is if it actually interests you to go and subscribe and not just subscribe. This would be Countjo Gaming, most likely will be renamed soon, where I do gaming essays / retrospectives. So as you can see, this is like long form retrospectives on like older games, as you can see, right? So like 1 hour 50 minutes, 1 hour 40 minutes, things like that. So long form retrospective. Is this something that's interesting to you? Absolutely, you can go there, Countjo Gaming. It's I really enjoy making these videos. I really like this right now, and that's like my main thing that I'm sort of focusing on while there's nothing else much going on in terms of tutorials and stuff. And some of the videos have, you know, like semi-popped off over here, and some of the other ones have gained like quite a few views just over time, right, basically. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see if this is a thing that I'm gonna continue, that I'm gonna be able to continue. But yeah, unfortunately, I already know way more than I'd ever want to about Alan Wake. That's fair. That's honestly fair. I thought that it was really freaking cool. Okay, I think it was like one of the best things, the best games recently that I was able to play. But yeah, if there is interest, then there you go. You can check that out. The link was posted. Speaking of retrospective, how's the time traveling game holding up for you? I've not been able to. I mean, I have not tried to get it started again. Do you post mods on Modrinth or just CourseForge? Both of them. Absolutely both of them. I don't see even how to detach from Minecraft releases for tutorials, to be honest. That's the point. That's why I was saying I'm making my like retrospectives on games, because that's not dependent on Minecraft releases, right? And That's not dependent on that. And the and there's a couple of other things that I'm looking at. I'm looking into, okay? I'm looking into stuff. But it's all about, you know, it's all like work. It's a bit of a thing, you know? Which is your favorite website? More than CodeForge. Like, the thing about it is that I think that favorite of the both? I don't think so. I think both of them are fine. I think you should just upload to both. I mean, a lot of people like Modrinth more. However, CurseForge has just a way bigger audience, right? So CurseForge has just way more people. So I think that you should just use both, right? You should just upload to both of them. I think that that's like probably the smartest choice. You and everyone else on YouTube on Alan Wake. Oh, that could be the case. Maybe a website to sell only ventilators. Why would I start selling ventilators? Can you illuminate this for me? I don't brother in Christ, man. Is this necessary right now? Speaking of retrospectives, how's the traveling game going up? Did I not answer this already? I said that I didn't once again try to launch it, and last time it didn't work, right? So like last time I wasn't able to launch it, and I'm currently playing a couple of other games, so I haven't looked into it yet. Again, sorry. CurseForge declined my mod one time, and I just switched to Modrinth. Interesting. Ouch. Yeah, but I have it. Listen, I have it. It's just that, like, if there's a little bit of if there's like too much like resistance into starting a game, I'm just not, you know. Publishing is such a small percentage of development that it's worth to just do both. It's true. It's QuickTime. Nice, interesting. Okay. I'm not opposed to QuickTime events. That's pretty cool. Those are pretty good. Let's go here. Bada bing, bada boom. 14. Interesting. Dum, dum, dum. Oh, it's literally installing a QuickTime, the Apple thing. It could be the case that I need that. I think I had a different error though, where it didn't work. But like I said, I have to like look at it again when I have a little bit more time. I'm not 100%. Like I'm not. Yeah. I'm a little bit I'm pressed for time. Let's just say. That's okay. It comes from GOG. Yeah. No. It launches in full video. Ah, that could be the case. Well, I did download it via the GOG, but yeah. Do you have any plans for today or just chatting? No, the plans for today is to close it off very soon. Because like my to-do list is too long for me to not to do anything else today. Yeah, but I did want to. The most important thing was the obfuscation stuff to talk about that, right? Like that was the biggest thing. So it is only like a little bit of chatting today, sadly. Last week I was super motivated for the to do some Java stuff, but to program something. But it just didn't work. The internet just did not want to do it, which is a real rough thing. Oh, 6-7, nice. Okay. Let's take a look at this. Let's take a look at what this is. Were obfuscated, and they were called things like M_232567676767. Well, just unbelievable. It's just like actually just insane. Okay, I just don't get it. Well, that's fair. It's okay. That's okay. That's okay. We can do that. One of my mods, I got 6,000 downloads on Modrinth and 550 on CurseForge. Jesus. Yeah. That's why you should put it onto both, man. Always. That's mod packs for you. True. It's so true. By the way, when you got the push via the mod pack downloads, WD, Did you get like an insane amount of Curse Forge points for it, or do you get like, or did it decline? Like, did the number of Curse Forge points per download decline after it was added to the mod pack? If that makes sense. If you were to like track it. Total Curse Forge points literally did not move. So you got nothing, so you got no additional points after it was added to the mod pack. Do I understand this correctly? Because that would be interesting. It's kind of strange. No additional points. Huh. Okay. That's weird. I guess it doesn't visit my page. The point comes from the ads. CurseForge gives more points on mod packs compared to mods. Yeah, so if you make a mod pack, then it has more points. I understand that. Yeah. It was only yesterday, though. Oh, okay. Maybe it hasn't updated. Yeah, that's honestly, I think that's probably going to be why. I would assume that. Because I think it does take like 1 or 2 days to update, right? Am I crazy? What's your best tip for new modders? Get yourself as much Java knowledge as you can bear to get. And then a little bit more. That's the biggest tip. And then when it comes to making mods, focusing on visually pleasing elements in the mod is one of the best ways to have it discovered. Because if it's like a little bit quirky or interesting visually, then it's likely going to be the best idea. Modpack has 600,000 downloads. It's a big boy. Big boy! Oh, damn. Alright, okay. Not bad. Not too shabby. Pretty good. Dun 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 dun. People are simple. It looks impressive, they think it's impressive. That is the truth. You speaking the true. Yeah, that's pretty much it. That is pretty much it. Well, guys, so do with that what you will. Those keys do jangle. Jingle jangle jingle, jingle jangle. That's a Fallout song. It's a Fallout song. Okay, well, that's the stuff for the obfuscation sort of thingamajig. And everything else I wanted to talk about today. In general, we'll see. So I have a mod that has 15,000 downloads and a mod pack that has 7.5, and the mod has a couple more points. Interesting. Okay, that's really crazy. That's a big one. That's a big difference. Hello. That definitely is a big difference. Okay, fair enough. But yeah, I think we're gonna try out modding again next time. Like actually doing something within IntelliJ, because like I said today, today I really thought that I wanted to just get the obfuscation done, a couple of other things. We just yapped a little bit, you know, and I'm yeah, and like I said, I have way too many things to do today still to yes, and still now, which is crazy. Also downloads in Modrinth and CurseForge match until yesterday, and Modrinth has like 10 to 20x the revenue. Interesting. Yeah, but like, you know, so while Modrinth has a higher revenue, you get less downloads, and then, you know, I have a mod that has a small amount of downloads and is rivaling another one of my big mods and points. Not sure why. Yeah, I think it's not. You can't say like how much you actually get from downloads. I think it's a very sort of individual thing. I mean, it gets calculated on the fly, right? I guess so. Yeah. Mods not as always push for Modrinth. True, that's true. That's true. But yeah, there you go. Well, listen, it's always good to have competition in the space. Okay, that is one of the things that's always the case, right? Which is why it just makes everyone better. Which is why I always say, listen, I like, or which is why I would like to have more people do, like Capitan, for example, when he does like tutorials. I'm like, that's good, that's great, okay? Because at the end of the day, you know, or we got 30 Wordy. Probably got like a couple of other people as well. But like, you know, it's just like we have to have some people who also do tutorials, okay? Like, because it then makes me better too. You know, Also, have you looked at your mod on the Chinese and Russian mod websites? Kind of funny to read the comments. Have you seen the Shield tutorial? I don't think I've watched it yet, no. Lolo. I don't think so. But yeah, it's still good. It's still really good that that's like a thing. That people do that, you know? Different, a couple of different panel. Always a good idea. Right. Anyway, though, I think that is gonna do it for today. Definitely crazy news out here. We'll see if it actually will lead to the Java marketplace, like I suspect, but we'll see. But yeah, anyway, that is gonna do it. We shall be back next week. Yep, that should be fine. And then we'll take it from there. So next week, once again, Modding Monday. That time, hopefully, with IntelliJ open and actually coding something. Could you believe it? Could you believe it? Yes, that's what's gonna happen. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and have a good rest of your day, evening, night, or whatever it might be. And see you again next time.